What's going on, guys? This is Williams, and in today's video we're going to talk about Adobe Firefly. As a computer user, by now at some point you must have heard of the company named Adobe. They make a lot of computer software, and they have been doing really well in the AI space recently by helping us do stuff like clean our audio and do some generative AI stuff. You could even create images from text using this, and it's very good for free. That's the great part about it. Now today we're going to talk about the generative fill aspect. First of all, to access Adobe Firefly, all you need to do is go to firefly.adobe.com. Now let's say I have an image that is square and I want to create a thumbnail. Let me just give you an instance. Remember, there's a video of mine that has this thumbnail. If you haven't watched it, please just go ahead and watch it. I'm going to link it above. It's a video on Crea AI, and Crea AI so far generates square shaped images, and YouTube thumbnails require you to have this landscape mode. And for me to generate this, I already had this generated using Crea, but I needed a landscape version and I didn't want to fill it with just something just random. Now this is the original image. This was the original image. It was shaped this way, and that was it. All right, so what I did was to use Firefly to be able to come up with the remaining parts. Now we're going to use this same we're going to generate a different image using probably Adobe also. Let me just go ahead and use Adobe's text to image generator to create a square shaped image. And once we do that, we're going to try to make it landscape. And I mean, from not really portrait, but from square to landscape. Right, so let's just describe what we want to generate. What does this bring? All right, so thank goodness the default aspect ratio is square, and that's perfect for this use case. Great. All right, so this so far has generated some really nice images, but we're not here to talk about the text image generator. So now I like this one better, so I'm just gonna go with this. All right, I'm just gonna go with this. Then now if the image was generated in Firefly, you could just edit it and use the generative fill feature. But if you have like an image coming from an external source, you can upload it when you click on the generative feature section. So for this case, let's just click on the generative fill as fill feature. And now there's something with Adobe Firefly. You don't really need to give it a prompt to tell it add this by this side. You can do that, but that's probably a video for another day. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. But then what you can do is to just click on this expand feature and select the dimension you want. So in this case, we want it to be a landscape image. The areas by the side means they are areas that need to be filled. Now if we are satisfied with this part and we just want to expand this part, we can drag this to this part, and then we'll be left with this. So it's just going to generate it without us even telling it what to add. So it's going to study what's currently here and give you the possible, like the 3 best possible outputs that could fill this just at random. and it works surprisingly well. All right, so this is the first one. It's like you see how it completed this mountain. It's really nice. The second aspect also, it's kind of similar. And what else did you expect? I mean, the remaining part would be filled with water, so it's definitely just gonna be something like that. If we're satisfied with what we have here, all we need to do also is to click on this keep, and it's going to keep what the images or the image you've selected. All right, so now let's try taking this to the other side, and let's cancel this. Let's take this to the other side and see if it generates a boat or whatsoever might be here. But look at how intelligent this is, and look at how the generative aspect of image creation has gone. All right, so this is the other part. These are nice. I mean, they give you a feel of what could be, even if it's not there. All right, so for me, I use this a lot when I have to convert an image from a size that it's smaller to a size that is a bit wider or longer. And so let's say I like this. I'm just going to click on keep, and it's going to save the image. Now, to download, all you need to do is click on download. But then Adobe has added an aspect where it's going to show you a thumbnail specifying that this was created using Adobe Firefly. And their reason is because people can generate stuff and make it look like it's real, and since it's AI, there has to be some sort of disclaimer that this was generated using AI. So if it was a real image, let's give this a try also using and let me just look at any of my images that's not landscape and see if it can get a complete part of it. So I just found this image of mine. Now I've uploaded it to this. Let's try expanding. Since this is a part where we are dealing with real life like image sections, let's see what happens if I just leave this here. I don't think this is going to be a good result if I put it in the middle, but let's just see. Fingers crossed. So it all depends on what you want to achieve with the images. If you want to, this gives you just a framework to work with, like a foundation of, okay, you already have this. This is what you need to complete. And wow, I mean, what do you think? It actually completed this part. I mean, this looks like you could fool someone with this, you could. So this is a very handy tool, and I must say I have been using it also for a long time. I mean, since it came out. So what do you think of this tool? Now, one other thing is you can do with the generative fill is you could do some replacements. So this is a blue suit. Let's say I want to just change this blue suit to something else, to maybe black. Is black gonna be fine? All right, so let's just try black. So I'm gonna just select this area. Just going to do the selection carefully. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is it. After selecting this part, I mean, where I want to change, may not be perfect because it's intelligent, it knows. Then after selecting it, what I would want to do now is to insert, like insert the area. So I want to say change this suit to a black one and generate. Let's see what this comes up with. Now this is very interesting to see because it's something that is happening in real time. It's something that uses AI and it studies what's currently going on. Okay, it wasn't so smooth, but it's probably because I didn't take my time to adjust, like to do the selection properly. And this isn't black, is it? It's not black. What if I say change the suit to, what if I do all these selections here and I tell it to, all right, so change the suit to a red. All right, just for fun, I'm gonna try red. I don't know why red came to my mind, but let me just try red and see. Okay, this isn't red, but this is still nice. I mean, it added some patterns to it. You could play around with it. I don't know why the colors are not aligning well, but this is what you can do with this tool. So let me know what you think and how you see yourself using it. As for me, that's been it. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.